Good morning, viewers. Welcome to another edition of Morning Focus on Wafi TV. And I am your host, Mawe Orisherine, an IT student of the Delta State Polytechnic, Otefe Ogara. And with me on the studio this morning, I have Miss Blessing Ikwemosiobe and Miss Favor Okolo. And on today's edition, we'll be talking on the effects of broken homes on children. Let's take a short break, and when we come back from this break, we'll throw more light on this particular topic.
Oh boy, now worry oh boy, they hear him.
Normal level.
You dey feel him? Now worry matters.
Come on,
oh boy, not touch him.
That's all.
What you define? What you want here? I been a news. I been a entertainment. Political information. I been a sports. Wafi TV go give you the best anytime, any day.
Welcome back from the break. Still on our topic, the effects of broken homes on children. Now, broken home is a family in which the parents are separated or divorced. Now, the issue of broken homes is becoming so rampant in the society today, and most of these parents do not know the effect it has on the children. So my question for you this morning is, how can broken homes negatively affect a child?
Well, thank you. Broken home has affected the child in various ways. First, I'll look at the educational aspect of it. Children from broken home, they tend to be less intelligent. Because as a parent, let me use a mother as an example. If you see that your child is not progressing in one particular course, you will tend to have this mind to hire a lesson teacher to teach that child. But when the child is living with a stepmother, that stepmother will not have that mind to bring lesson teacher to teach the child very well. All she will be thinking of is how to make her own children better. So educational aspect is very important. We also look at suicidal thoughts. Children from broken home, they feel maltreated. And when they are maltreated, they tend to have this suicidal thought. They feel like maybe they are not worthy. Since their parents don't value them, they tend to have this mind of committing suicide. And if care is not taken, most of them die in the process. We also have antisocial behavior. Children from broken homes, since they are from broken home and they are living with a step-parent, they tend to be restricted. This restriction is very, very tight to the extent that they will not be given freedom to visit their friends and the rest. So when they get the opportunity to go to a higher institution, all they're doing now is to mingle with friends, and especially bad friends, and that will lead them to court, prostitution, because they feel that joining all those things, they will have enough self-esteem. So that is all for now.
Okay. In addition to what she said, I'll also say one effect of broken home on children is depression. Now, in our society today, you see most children from broken homes, they are always feeling sad and unhappy. They're always feeling depressed. Some even feel that they are the cause of their parents not being together. So depression is also one effect of broken home on children. And also, I'll say maltreatment. Maltreatment in the aspect where you see the step-parents maltreating children, maltreating the child. You see some children on the streets, they are walking while they're even supposed to be in school. You see some, they are being restricted to do some certain things. Now you even see some being maltreated of not eating. You can even see the step-parents starving them, which is not supposed to be so. I would say maltreatment is one basic effect of broken homes on children. Lack of parental care can also be one effect. You see some parents, after the breakup of the marriage, you see them, they no longer care for their children, yes, which is not supposed to be so. You see the mother, maybe she eventually gets married to another man, then she starts focusing on her present marriage while leaving the child she gave birth to like that, which is not supposed to be so. She no longer cares, no love, no care, no communication, yes, and it's really bad. That can really affect that child.
Yeah. And also the effect, one that I just remember is the child will tend to hate the parents, and as a result will no longer have respect for them.
That's true.
Because of what he or she is facing. the parent call him will feel like you don't want me, why should I respect you, all those things. So such children, they tend to be very disobedient most times.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
So, what are the ways you think parents can help their children survive their broken marriages?
Well, once you have a broken, it's not something we should pray for. But once it occurs, as a parent, first you need to be honest with the children. Tell them that you and as in both of you are no longer together, and also tell them the reason why both of you are no longer together. Don't try to hide secrets from them, because it's better they hear it from you than hearing it from an outsider. And also, as a parent, tend to have this integrity. Once in a while, take your children out. You people should come together. Let the children not be seeing you and, as in, for example, the mother and the father will be seeing that both of them are enemy. They don't communicate. Maybe the father will stop the child from visiting the mother, or the mother will stop the child from visiting the father, and it's not supposed to be so. So as a parent, once in a while, just try to have time for your children. Go out once. Yes.
I'll also say the parents should reassure and encourage children.
Yes.
In the sense that we all know, like what she said, it's really not a good thing having this broken home. It's not our prayer. But if you find yourself in that case, always try and encourage your child. Tell them that it's going to be well, definitely.
Yes.
And do not leave them aside, like you keeping them aside, no communication, you
Yes.
understand. So always encourage them, reassure them that things will get better someday. Me not being there does not mean that you will not make it, you understand.
Yes.
So I think the parents should try as much as possible to have this relationship, this communication with the child.
Yes.
Because it will really help
Share
a lot.
information.
Yes.
Okay.
And the parents, in case they are having like two children, they should not try to bring one to the father, one to the
Yes.
because it tends to reduce the closeness of the children.
Yes, that's
If you want the father to take care of them, let the father take care. If you want to take care of them, you draw them close. Don't separate them. And even if you want to separate them, at least let them be visiting each other. So it's not the difference will not be too much now.
Okay, I have something to say.
Yes.
Like in most cases you see maybe the parents, they will have this conclusion that okay, the mom should be the one taking
Take
care
care
of
of the children.
that will take care of the child.
Yes.
Then I will advise them not to make a bad influence on that child. Like like for example, I have someone I know about. You see her influencing the child badly, like telling her that her father is this, her father is that, he left her just because of this. At least if you are to do those kind of things, not to your child, you keep it to yourself. There are some things you
Yes.
say to that child. So my advice would be, do not speak negative words, things to that child about your past partner, because
Yes.
it will definitely affect that child. Hatred can actually come in.
Yes.
So my advice is you should please avoid using harsh words,
Yes. Hate speech.
those kind of things on your child about your past partner. I think that will help a lot.
Yes.
Okay, but there's this case I really want to share with you. So I really want your opinion on it. There's this friend of mine that has a stepfather. She lives with the mom and the stepdad, and whenever the mom is not around, the man tries to harass her, like abuse
Molest,
her,
yes.
molest her sexually, and she could not really speak out. Okay, and when she eventually did, the mom drove her away, that she wants to come in between herself and the man, stuff like that. So what can you say on this issue? Like, because I know that so many children out there are really going through one of these abuses
Yes.
from their step parents. So what can you say on this issue?
Well, sexual harassment is becoming very rampant. Because it's not that you on your phone, as if you are someone that follow up with me, so you always see that father sleep with child, all those kind of stuff. But this girl case now, the problem here is communication. She and the mother, they don't have that close communication. It's not supposed to be so. As a mother, you should think of your child cannot just wake up one day and come and tell you that my stepfather wants to harass me. It's not possible. At least even if it's possible, try to look into the matter. You don't just chase the child away. Because if the man eventually succeeds and the girl gets pregnant, the shame will still be on you. So at least try to have a good communication style with your child. Yes.
Okay, so we're going to take a short break, and when we return from this break, we'll throw more light on this topic.
Oh boy, now worry oh.
Area.
Oh boy, they hear him.
Normal level.
You dey feel him? Now worry matters.
Come on,
Oh boy, not touch him. That's all.
all.
What you dey find? Waiting you want here? I been a news. I been a entertainment. Political information. I been a sports. Wafi TV go give you the best anytime, any day.
Welcome back from the break. Still on the topic, the effects of broken homes on the children. So my question is, this issue of broken home, do you think it is proper for one to stay because of a child? Like for you to remain in your marriage because of a child?
I don't think it's proper. For me, it's a no. Because I've seen a case where the mother gets hurt, she gets beaten, she gets violated by her husband, all because she decided and she wanted to stay for her child just to keep the child happy. So if you're facing this kind of issue and you decide to stay for your child, it's of no use, because one day that man can kill you and you will see another woman coming to your home to take care of that child. She might not even take care of your child. So my advice would be, you staying for that child is not proper. You can as well divorce your husband. It's not our prayer to divorce your husband, but if you find yourself in that kind of situation, you see that the man has this violence, he beats and the rest, you staying for that child and you being unhappy, it's really not good. Because you can as well take your child, live with your child and remain happy. No, you staying somewhere you are not happy at all. Not just even being happy, you're also being beaten, all because you want to keep your child happy. Or do you feel that child you're saying you want to make her happy, she's not seeing what's going on? Definitely she's seeing what's going on. Also, my advice would be, take your child, live with your child, and you can as well make that child happy and yourself as well. So that's what I have to say.
Well, I think that it's proper to stay for a child. Like what she just said, from my own point of view, I see that it's based on maltreatment and how would I say, wife battering and the rest. But there are other issues that can also cause breakup. And if you put those issues in consideration, you might see reasons why you want to stay. Like if it's just the fact that your husband is shitty, you can't just pack your load and leave. In fact, being divorced is a disgrace first. So for the sake of a child, there are some things you tend to tolerate. At least if it's not causing harm or it's not violent, you can still stay. As far as you are sure that your life, there's assurance for your life, you can stay.
So what you're saying is, you can stay if it's not a violent
Yes,
relationship.
you can stay.
Okay, I like that. I think I like that. Okay, so I have a situation whereby the man and the woman, they are always quarreling. The man is always beating the woman, and they have about 4 kids. So do you think it is even proper for the woman to leave? Like, they have 4 kids already. I mean, what's she leaving for? Like, if she leaves and leaves her 4 kids behind, like, you know, there's this form of discrimination in the society when you have given birth to like 3 to 4 children, and then it will not be possible. Like, the chances of you remarrying
Yes.
is very low. So what do you think in such a situation?
Okay. The woman leaving that marriage, after having 4 kids, she knows her reasons. Okay. She leaving that marriage does not certainly means she'll end up getting married to another man. She can leave that marriage just to make herself happy. I have seen a woman who left her marriage after having 3 kids, all because the man was not making her happy. You see the man always using harsh words on her, to the extent of even beating her. She had 3 kids already, but she had to leave the marriage because she was not having this happiness. There was no happiness, there was no peace, no joy, and she could not enjoy it anymore. So she had to leave. If she decided to stay alone just to seek for happiness, she even said she will not get married to another man. She just wants to remain happy for herself and for her kids.
Okay. But I actually think that this violence of a thing that goes on with parents, it's not really good for these children that are watching. You understand?
Yes.
Because whereby this violence is taking place, this quarrel and the rest of it, these children, they tend to see these things. And for a female child, the child might decide that, okay, maybe when I grow up, I will not get married. Maybe all men are like my dad,
Yes.
stuff like that. And then men will feel like, okay, if this is what marriage is all about, there's no point going into it. So what are your advice to children from broken homes? Like children that are going through these effects, these negative effects of broken home, those that are being maltreated, the ones that are being violated sexually, and the rest. What are your advice for them?
Okay, my advice is try and speak out. Now, speaking out comes in this kind of issue. You must try and look for someone you can communicate with, share your problems with, and I'm sure that person will be able to give you possible solutions to them. Now, if you keep on keeping those kind of issues in your mind as a child, it will definitely take you nowhere.
Yes.
So one basic thing you should do as a child, you should look for you have teachers, you have elder ones, you can seek advice from them. You speak out, you tell them the problems you're facing. Like the saying that goes, a problem shared is a problem solved. So my advice would be communicate. There must be this communication. Try and speak out your problems. It makes you have this relief. You have this relief in you. So you speaking out, it will actually help a lot.
Well, for these children that are going through this maltreatment, that are experiencing broken home, my advice to them is that you should always know that it's for a short period of time. It's not permanent. Even if your stepmother maltreats you, know that it's building you. If they tell you wash all the dishes in the house or clean, do all the house chores, know that it's for your own good. There's no need to grumble and do it when you know you're already developing yourself for the future. And also for all those people that are going through all those sexual harassment stuff, report to a police station. Don't keep quiet. Don't wait until when the deed is already done then you start crying. No need for all that. You should report to a police station. And my advice to all those girls out there, if you know you cannot take care of a child, as you cannot marry a man that already has a child and you will not be able to take care of that, there's no need going into the marriage. No need for you to go there and start maltreating other people's children. It's not very nice. Because the one whatever you are doing to them, they'll do it to your own children. So if you know fully well that you cannot take care of a child, you know that, don't even try it. So you not go and drag costs for your own self. So that is just my advice.
This brings us to the end of today's segment on Morning Focus on Wafi TV. Thank you girls for joining me on the studio this morning. I really had a great time and I hope you did. You can download the Wafi TV app on your smartphones from Google Play Store and also follow us on our social media platform, Facebook at Wafi TV, Instagram at Wafi TV, and on Twitter at Wafi TV. Until I come your way next week, stay safe.
Oh boy, now worry oh. Oh boy, they hear him.
Normal level.
You dey feel him. Now worry matters.
Come on,
Oh boy, not touch